Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. So you remember that $750 million Powerball jackpot back on October 27th?
Yes.
I think we all remember that because we're all trying to win it.
We all did, and we all failed.
Yeah.
Except for a couple people.
Yeah, third largest Powerball jackpot in history. 2 winning tickets, like you said, Steve. One in New York that hasn't been claimed, and one in Iowa that went missing. Yeah. But a 51-year-old grandmother, her name is Laren, she just found it. She left it on the floor of her sister's truck, and man, she almost didn't get it, but she found it. She now gets $343.9 million. That's a lot of mo. That's a lot of money.
Could you imagine if you're like, where did I put this?
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes whenever the jackpot's ridiculous, I'll go get those tickets and I'll put them in my car because I'm like, I'll just leave it in the car. That way, when the time is to go check it, it's in my car and I don't have to forget to bring it with me wherever I'm going.
Oh, man, that would stay on my person. Yeah, I was in charge of it. I'm not in charge of it. I put you and Danny in charge of it, which means I was going to get nothing anyway. But
we'd give you whatever you got.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Here's your $10 back.
Wow, so she did find it. $343 million. She found it. Here she is talking about the whole thing.
I have been extremely blessed to win this big Powerball. This will forever change my life. So currently I'm retired. October 26th. Started out like most other days. I got a slice of pizza and I said, oh yeah, and can I get my lottery tickets? And I said to my sister, get that ticket, get in your truck and get up here now and drive slow. I'm going to buy a car. Currently, I drive a Ford Fiesta that's got 142,000 miles on it, and I'm going to get a car big enough that I can take all my grandchildren places now.
$343 million. So if she takes that money and just puts it in any kind of whatever stock saving situation, and they say you make 5%.
Okay.
Yeah. So 10% of $343 million is $34 million. She would get $17 million in interest. Like that, she wouldn't even have to touch that money, and she'd get an income of about $17 million per year.
She's got grandkids, man. That's not enough.
That's amazing. She's 51 years old, and so what a great time in life. That's when you want to win it. You want to win it earlier maybe, but still 51 is really still young.
Dude, you're young. You have plenty of time to enjoy everything.
Wow.
All the Disney Worlds.
So that's,
I would buy Disney World.
She could take care.
I can afford it with that.
With $17 million a year, you could get everybody what they need, Steve, and still not even touch that money. Like that money would still stay and grow.
And it's pretty cool that, just to add that how awesome the story is that she was able to find the thing, but then she's giving she's creating a charitable fund for, it's called the Callum Foundation, because I think one of her grandkids passed away soon after being born. And so, she's using the money for a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
The story would not be the same if it was.
No, it would not.
This guy, he just bought a place in Hawaii.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you'd be a crazy person.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, you would.
Build my own ice hockey rink.
Yeah, you would.
In my own housing development.
You would be just like Big Head on Silicon Valley. You'd blow through all of it like an idiot.
He'd make a gigantic statue of himself. I know you would, Steve.
Yeah, he'd move his swimming pool, not once but twice.
If I didn't make a statue, I'd get one of those giant, the gorillas that are in car dealerships.
Oh, you get one of those?
Have one made of me.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
That way, whenever if I'm ever having a party, where's your house? I'm like, just look for me. I'm on top. I'm giant.
Oh, and you get like all these Mr. Wackies made of you?
Oh, gosh, that's a great idea.
If you do that, you need to get a Lulu one, too. Because otherwise, it just looks weird.
I like how Vicky's spending your money.
I'm okay with
and
these.
She's coming through with some other dumb things for you to do.
These are great ideas.
Yeah, I'm here for them.
So, Laren, man, 51-year-old woman, $343 million.
Someone says that she took the lump sum of $180 million. So I don't know if she could afford life, man.
Oh, that's right, because they split the $750. Yep. All right, so she gets a lump sum of $180 million. So you got that. Yeah, so you're getting basically, what do you get, $9 million a year then if you do that same plan I talked about. I still could live on $9 million a year if you just live off the interest.
It's a lot harder than 17, though, guys.
Yeah, I think no doubt about it. It's tough.
Gosh, could you imagine that?
Yeah.
You had that kind of, I don't even know what life would be like.
Yeah, you'd be, I think
I travel a lot.
Yeah, you travel a lot. You'd probably get bored. I think I think you'd do like Bill Gates is doing if you're halfway. I think you would. Dude, look what Bill Gates is doing.
It's boring stuff. I would not.
Boring stuff? You wouldn't want to try to end hunger? He's speaking in front of people. He's doing all sorts of stuff. He's traveling all over the place. And he's also doing something good. I think you'd probably end up doing that if you had all the money like Gates. Wouldn't you?
I'd end my hunger with a filet mignon every night.
Yeah. You might be the guy that would buy sports franchises and maybe want to bring a winning team somewhere. I bet you'd be that guy.
Not for $9 million. I wouldn't be able to afford that.
All right. Well, okay. Then you might want to help. You might help. You might go, hey, you might be like the Russell Wilson. You'll just be the figurehead owner.
I think I would just enjoy life on my own, man. Me and my wife would go and travel.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't do anything for anybody.
No, for family, sure.
Oh, all right. What about your buddies that you used to work with?
Oh, I see what's happening. You're trying to create this charitable mindset.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I'd take care of the Rev.
Yes.
You know what? He does need something.
You're on
to
my
take
list
care
too,
of him.
Steve.
Well, I got to keep the Migs cast going.
Yeah.
I might not, I need Rev around.
Wait. He's on what list? I'm on your list too, but it's the list of the people you're going to kill first. What list is he on?
He's on the list to help out with, give him money if I win.
Vicky,
we're on each other's
I'll
list.
take care of Vicky too.
Yay!
Really?
Well, her dad gives me fruit snacks.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't he be on your list then?
Well, I'm assuming he's going to share it with Vicky, so.
Get me out of the house.
Yeah.
So you'd go Bill Gates road if you were getting a crap ton of money?
I mean, I would probably do it on a lesser level, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I would do it on a lesser level, but I'd like to be able to be part of something good and start something. There's a couple of buddies of mine who does their men's weekends, and I think I love what they're doing. Is they're trying. They really want to, because they've got a nonprofit where they want to give dudes. Basically, no one has mentors anymore, so their thing is because we're not very social anymore, and it seems like guy role models just aren't out there for whatever reason. So I think I'd love to help those guys out. And if I had that kind of money, I think I'd probably go, all right, guys, let's the three of us make this happen and make this a big nonprofit that benefits a lot of men. I'd probably do something like that.
You know what would be fun? I mean, if you were really rich and just had all the money and it's not going to put a major dent, just find like the dumbest Kickstarter and fund it, but give it $1 million.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Wow.
So somebody's got the most ridiculous creation.
Oh, yeah.
And it has zero funding.
Yeah.
And wait till the day before and then just drop $1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why I'd go broke.
Yeah, you're right. And now I'm thinking about, all the board games I love? Oh, my God. I'd back everything.
Mine would be like some guy that's creating the thing that you attach to your tongue so you can lick your cat. Like some kind of stupid,
Oh, you do that one, yeah.
Yeah, something stupid like that. And just blow their minds. They'll just be like, it's not going to fund. All I needed was $15,000 and I'm not getting it.
And you'll be the guy.
Day. Why do I have $1 million in here all of a sudden?
You'd be that guy.
It'd be funny.
See, this is why God won't give it to you.
Yeah.
He just can't. He can't let you have that kind of power and just have you throw it away.
Oh, is that why? I didn't know he had stipulations on who wins the lottery.
I think he wants whoever wins the lottery not to give it to tongue cat licking guy.
Fine.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been looking at weird Kickstarters that actually got funded. There's a whole thing of combat kitchenware.
What?
Yeah, where it's like a frying pan, but it looks like the handle has a sword handle.
Oh, that is really cool.
and how much did that get?
This got
combat kitchenware?
$46,261.
Not if Steve was backing it, would have got $1 million.
How much did it want? It had a goal of $7,000 and it hit $46,000.
That's pretty successful. Combat kitchenware.
I love the tagline on one of the articles. Breakfast is coming.
Steve, that's what you see. That's what you and Vicky are going to do.
That would be fun.
I mean, it would be fun. That's basically someone's hitting the Kickstarter lottery when they turn around and go, holy crap, I just got $1 million?
Somebody's making Crystal Bacon on Kickstarter.
And they got funded.
Okay.
Crystal Bacon? Is that like Crystal Pepsi?
No, it's just like a crystal, one of those, like, what is that, Schwarzkopf disease?
Oh, like, the glass people in the mall. Yeah,
crystals.
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Is it called Schwarzkopf?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know it's
Swarovski.
that one.
Swarovski.
That one, yeah.
What Danny said.
Yeah, they make really good glass stuff, those guys.
They're making bacon.
Oh, so it's
bacon
glass.
is awesome. Crystal bacon is even awesomer.
No, it's not. You can't eat it.
I agree. It doesn't smell good.
And it's not even actual real crystal. It's just raw acrylic.
Okay.
But it's so pretty.
And it's been funded on Kickstarter.
Yep.
Thanks to Steve and his millions.
No, I wouldn't give money to that. That's stupid. I'm with the rag.
I thought you said that you were going to give it to stupid things.
I mean, it has to be.
So there's a stupid level that even if it has to have a threshold.
Yeah.
If it falls below that's beyond stupid. Therefore, you won't.
How about the world's largest jock strap?
Okay, you know what? I'm not giving anything.
All right,
money.
yeah, we're
They
in on
got
that
their
one.
goal funded.
No, you'll never hit the lottery. Either one of you idiots.
How much were they trying to make?
They were trying to get $850, and they got $854.
Who donated money to the world's largest jockstrap?
I don't know, but you know what? You would have given $1 million to that. Yeah, you would have. I can tell by the look on your face. Don't even deny it. You would give $1 million to that idiot.
It's investable. You can make it a tourist attraction.
Solid point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
could try to wear it and be funny.
That would be great, too.
And Danny, this is why you're not going to win the lottery. Don't get on board with these morons.
I just want the crystal bacon.
Yeah.
Especially with like $1 million, then they can make it edible.
Now, see, that's like use sugar and
Yeah.
make it look like it's crystal, but then you can just bite into it.
Yeah.
How about we just get bacon? Okay, if you really want some bacon, why don't you just go out and buy some bacon?
That's a good point.
Okay. I think you can get it for a lot less than $1 million, Steve. I got to tell you about this popular actress who has an interesting name for her husband. She calls him Goliath Johnson. And yeah, she's talking about a certain body part of his. You're going to hear from her at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Earlier this week, we told you that actress Idris Elba, was the sexiest man alive for People magazine. And as part of that coverage, Megan Mullally, she is in that Will and Grace TV show. Yep. She plays Karen. And she made a video listing some of the reasons that her husband, which I have to tell you, I didn't know this was her husband, Nick Offerman from Parks and Rec. Huh.
They are like relationship goals. They are so cute together.
I had no idea they were a couple. This is really cool. Well, so of course, that makes sense why she's talking about why she thinks that he's super sexy.
When I first met him, I was really attracted to his kindness and his human decency. Now it's really more about his money, but I still think he's a nice guy. I have a nickname for my husband, which is Goliath Johnson, because he has a big one. Sick brag. Am I right?
I love Megan Mullally. She's really, really good.
She's 59?
Yeah, I know. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She's
It's awesome that she still makes dong jokes at 59.
Yes,
You're
yes.
right. This is relationship goals.
Oh yeah, she's 11 years older than him.
Oh, wow.
I was reading an interview with her, and she was saying like, I don't want to date younger guys. I don't want to date actors. And she met him, and she was pissed off when she found out how old he was and what he did for a living.
Yeah, he's 48.
Yeah.
Damn, look at her. And I mean, she's super, super talented. I love Megan Mullally. She's fantastic. And yeah, a lot of people know her from Will and Grace, but there was an Adult Swim show called Children's Hospital, and she was really, really good on that.
She also did, she came in on Parks and Rec a couple of times as his ex.
Oh, of course.
And she was psycho.
Yeah.
But they've actually been together for 18 years.
18 years?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Dude, that says a lot. I mean, for a Hollywood couple, let's be honest. For a Hollywood couple, for a guy of his stature, because...
he's a Goliath stature.
And also his celebrity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, for a while, he was much more popular than her because Will and Grace wasn't doing anything. I know it's back now, but they weren't on TV. Parks and Rec was on TV. He's a Ron Swanson, very popular character. He could have, in the world Hollywood story, you figure, he's probably going to go get somebody younger. That's what they always do. But he stayed with her the whole time.
Crazy that he actually just enjoyed someone for who they are, BJ.
For Hollywood?
No, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You're absolutely they really are the dream couple. Good for them.
Man, talk about a nickname to have, though.
Goliath Johnson.
Yeah. Does that? I mean, I can't.
No, my wife doesn't have that nickname for me. No.
How about like the Anteater?
Yeah, that's it, Steve.
Okay.
You've pegged it right on the head, as it were. Yeah. Jesus.
Vicky showed me pictures of the two of them that they're naked. It would strategically place grapes to hide his package.
Those two are having a blast.
And it's a big bushel of grapes.
Yep.
Yeah. I know I've seen him do naked pictures with Chelsea Handler before. He was on the cover of some magazine, he and Chelsea being naked. He just gets naked all the time.
Zero shame.
Yeah, zero. Good for him. Because, he's got a dad bod, no doubt about it. Yeah.
I'd legally change my name to Goliath Johnson if I was him.
Oh, yeah, if you were toting it?
No, I mean, at this point, she's already called him that. You might as well embrace it.
Goliath Johnson. What a great... Even if, even if that's not the case, she's just branded him in the most positive way. That's a good wife.
So he says, I'm 43. My wife is 11 years older, and we've been married going on 21 years from Joe in Port Orchard.
Good for you, Joe. Again, it makes sense with regular people, but boy, it's really miraculous.
It does. Regular people.
Well, yeah, us non-celebs, you know what I mean? It makes sense that you can have a good relationship, but that Hollywood lifestyle, it's crazy. We thought the couple that would be forever together would be Anna Faris and Chris Pratt.
Oh, we did, huh?
I really thought they'd be together for a long time, knowing that they were in childhood. I figured if anybody had a shot, they would.
They were in childhood.
Not childhood, but they come from the same area. They come from Washington State.
So because they come from Washington, they were going to stay together.
That's what I felt like. They found somebody with the same sensibilities. Because look, Washington sensibilities are different than Hollywood sensibilities.
They both like the Seahawks.
Yeah, and even though now they have a rule, I guess, that they have to live within 5 miles of each other until their kid hits 6th grade.
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, it's good for the kid.
Yeah, but I really thought they would be together forever. And
I don't assume any Hollywood couple is going to be together forever.
Well, that's why I wouldn't assume. Here's Nick Offerman, that much younger than Megan, and they're 18 years. Good for them.
They have a Lulu.
Oh, look at that. They do.
Nick Offerman and Megan will.
Is that a Malteshawn?
I think so.
Or it's probably either like a Maltese or a Bichon or something like that.
All right.
So now
That's
you know,
cool.
because they have the same dog, it's going to be the same thing for you.
Yeah, I don't care about them anymore now. They're done. They're dead to me. I didn't know they had this stupid dog.
We got to find out a way to get them to start following Lulu on Instagram. Lulu, the warrior princess.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Hollywood celebrities, that's what they want to do.
There's a big time rugby player from Australia that follows Lulu.
He's very close to a Hollywood celebrity. You're getting there.
He's a big star in Australia.
I know. It's like you're getting there. Now you just got to get to our country and beyond sports. And
I can't remember his name, but I saw the page. I all of a sudden saw he was following Lulu, and I'm like, what? Who is this jacked individual? He's like just a big dude, ton of followers. And why is he following Lulu? And then I look on his page, he's got the same kind of dog.
So why don't you get somebody, start small, get somebody from our rugby team to follow Lulu in our country, and then work your way up through the sports.
We do know the mascot, Rucky.
Okay, let's see if Rucky can get one of the rugby players to do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Then you can work your way up to Russell Wilson. Right? Just work your way up to sports celebrity.
So it says, my husband's 13 years younger than me. I'm 47. We've only been married for 1 year on St. Patrick's Day. But I've known him for 8, and it's been an amazing past few years with him.
Okay, well, look, I'm happy, but it's only been a year.
Look at you.
Oh, I'm just saying, you can't come out and say it's a great success story in marriage if you've only had a year. These guys had 18.
They've been together for 8, though.
Yeah, but what about Chris and Anna? They were together for a long time, and they were married longer than those two.
Man, you seem real heartbroken about the fact that Chris and Anna Faris aren't together.
Dude, remember we had them both on the show one time?
Yeah.
That's never going to happen again.
It's okay.
It really saddens me because I really like them as a couple.
I legit thought you were going to cry there for a second.
I do. I like Chris. I mean, I'm sure they're happy and living their own lives, but I really felt like they're Seahawks fans. They're making it big in Hollywood. Why? I really am sad they're not a couple anymore. I mean, I hope they're okay.
So which one are you siding with?
I'm not siding with any one of them. I like them both. They were both very nice to me on the show.
But it wasn't. He didn't technically call us. It was Anna that called us.
I know, and I think Anna's super talented.
Yep, we love the show Mom.
Yeah, Mom's a good show.
Oh, the show Mom is kind of funny because originally the premise of the show was her mom, her, and then her kids.
Right.
Her kids are just gone. They don't even acknowledge them anymore.
Oh, really? Not even on the show anymore, really?
At all.
Wow, that's weird.
There's no reference to them. I mean, I know that they created a story where they're now with, I think, the dad or something like that, or I can't even remember.
So the show has evolved where it's just about the two of them.
I would imagine that, you know how they do all that research. They probably found that the kids weren't cutting it, and they just found a way to get them off the show, and they don't even act like she has kids.
Well, when you think about it, really, a lot of the great lines just came from the interaction between Anna and Allison Janney, the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Allison Janney is a terrific actor. Now, there's an actor.
She's great.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she's West Wing, and she was in the Masters and Johnsons. I forget the name of the show on Showtime. She was in that.
That's the Goliath Johnsons.
She was in the Goliath Johnson show. She was, she's amazing. Yeah. And I think there's an airline commercial or somebody she's doing, no, it's a healthcare commercial. Some health company that advertise.
Bro, you're watching too much TV.
No, it's on our station. I hear her voice.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
She's got a very cool voice. You just know it's her right off the bat. All right.
Oh, Rucky just texted us from the mascot for the Seawolves.
Yeah?
He said, Rucky just started following Lulu the Warrior Princess on Instagram. I'll start working on the players.
Yeah, got to get the players. And then we got to go over to maybe the Sounders and Seahawks. We should go the Mariners, right? Because the Mariners right now, out of all of our teams, is probably the less successful, right? So maybe we can get a Mariner to do it. Maybe Nelson Cruz before he goes.
Okay, I'll hit him up.
All right. Oh, no, let's get Robinson Cano, because what's he doing lately? I think we can probably get him to follow Lulu. Okay. All right, so Steve.
What the hell is happening?
I don't know. You started it talking about Lulu and the stupid following.
It was a passing comment, and now we're going knee deep into which players from which teams we're going to have follow.
I know. Well,
what kind of weird make-believe world have we gone into?
Yeah, we're out of our minds. I blame Vicky.
Yay!
So geography is turns out geography is a big problem if you're trying to find love. We have a new survey that, 1,000 people, that represents all of humanity. They talked about different turnoffs and found out that where you live plays a huge part in your dating life. Well, that's interesting. 84% of women and 63% of men say they would stop dating someone if they lived with their parents. Even now, where millennials, every millennial, that's kind of like what they got to do because of all their college debts. Still, people say no way.
I mean, what does it matter? So if somebody has a place where you guys can have some time together without having to be in the parents, in your adults.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Vicky, how do you do it? Because now
I don't. Not at my parents' house.
You can't sneak dudes into the house, huh?
I probably could, but I feel like my parents never sleep, it seems like, so I know they'd hear it. And it's just like, it was cool when I was 16. It wasn't a big deal, but now that I'm older, I feel like it's kind of gross.
So what do you got to do? Get a hotel or go to the guy's place?
For.
The car?
Yeah.
Will you guys hook up in the car?
Yeah, sometimes, or, the guy's place.
Damn, dude, I don't know.
Is the car outside your parents' house?
No, we find like
a parking ride?
A parking lot. I know all the places in Lake Stevens to park my car where I won't get noticed. I figured it out when I was 16.
Certain neighborhoods?
Yeah. Behind the Safeway.
Oh, behind the Safeway. Okay.
Yeah, nobody goes there.
Okay.
Well, now a bunch of listeners are going to go back there hoping to catch you.
Lake Stevens Safeway. It's the bang zone. Go check it out, people. So 66% of men, 56% of, I should say, women, and then about half of men say they would end things if the other person lived in a, quote, rough neighborhood. So how about that? If you're living in a not so friendly part of town, they'd be done with you.
I mean, when you meet Vicky, she's kind of like it's a rough neighborhood in her ways, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And almost half of women and about a third of men say they would end things if your home isn't as nice as theirs. Yeah, that would be me.
Gosh, what?
Yeah,
why do you care?
Well, you know what? Nice isn't I'm thinking clean. Nice would be just the quality of the home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's if you had if you had a clean home, I don't care how nice it is, but if it's clean and well taken care of, I don't got a problem with you.
Yeah, like I haven't gone back on second hookups. I don't want to say a second date because it really wasn't a date. It was just a hookup with a dude because his house was disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I smelled cat pee everywhere, but I didn't see a cat.
Oh, that's not good.
Like they have this dog.
Either he has a cat that never shows up or he urinates like a cat.
Right. And then like my favorite thing.
That's a delightful second scenario.
It got creepy because in the morning I wake up and I'm like, what's this stuff over your bed?
Oh.
And he's like, oh, that's when my ex-girlfriend threw an apple at me. I'm like, and you never cleaned it up?
Oh, damn. He just left it
was just apple all dried on the freaking wall. It was gross.
Oh, God. How people can live like that, I don't know.
And I like that the person is just willing to be like, oh, yeah, that's when my ex threw something at me.
Yeah. And then he wonders why we never hung out again.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting.
Hey, someone says, though, speaking from experience, this has more to do with the fact that they're under their parents' thumb, even though they're adults. It's irritating.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you feel like that, Vicky, that you're under your parents' thumb?
When I first moved in, I thought it was going to be like that, where I'd have to be basically a teenager again, asking for permission. Like, I'm going to go out with my friends. Is that okay? You know, but it's not like that. They're really cool with me. As long as I tell them where I'm going, so they don't have to worry about me. I'm like, I'm going to go to a friend's house. I'm going to stay out late. I'll be back at this time.
It's funny, Kathy, because she doesn't live here, when she comes back, and Sarah just comes and goes as she pleases, it still bothers her. She's like, you don't know where Sarah is? How do you not know where Sarah is? And I go, what are you talking about?
She's a grown woman.
What do I care where she is?
Probably somewhere ratchet drinking a box wine.
Yeah, but her brain is, this is the home where the kid grew up. As long as they're here, shouldn't we know where they are? And it's like, oh no, we're way out of that zone, girl.
And it was a weird adjustment because I was very defensive about everything I did when I first moved back. I'm like, well, just getting ready for a fight. And they're like, oh, have fun. Do your thing. And it's actually kind of nice.
Wow.
I wish it was like this when I was in high school, but...
No, it's not supposed to be, because
it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
but I mean,
because you were a little wreck. It's a good thing they weren't like that. You probably would be with every disease known to man.
I use condoms.
Okay, good for you. See that they raised you right.
Yes.
Someone just texted, notes to self, check behind the Safeway at Lake Stevens. Another person says it's actually the best place to go at Lake Stevens is the far corner of Target.
The bang zone.
Oh, okay.
Another person, don't feel bad, Vicky. I punched my V card behind a Target without the benefit of a car.
That is impressive.
Whoa. Wow. Okay.
Target right now they had a lot of construction going on in Lake Stevens, so I don't know if you'd want to be doing it there for now.
Unless they're into that.
I mean, yeah.
Geez, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to find then behind them. Well, it's probably late nighttime, because when I walk the mall sometimes, I will walk the outside of the mall if it's a nice day, especially in the fall, because I want to see the trees.
Yeah, you like a little wilderness, huh?
Yeah.
He wants to go for a hike outside by the Target.
At least in Factoria, they got some awesome trees and awesome shrubbery. So it's
I want to see the bushes.
Yeah, so it's a nice walk, just perimeter in the mall instead of walking around the mall.
That's a nice bush.
Which one is that? Factoria?
Factoria,
home of the awesome trees outside of our mall.
They got some nice trees with foliage. If you want to see all the colors, yeah.
Join us at the Factoria Mall where we have nice trees.
Dude, that's about all they got at the Factoria Mall. Like, so many stores are closing, so it's like, at least they got the trees. All right. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
What do you get when you add fresh fruit to red wine?
Rosé?
No.
Mimosa?
No.
Oh, man.
You can do this.
Fresh fruit to
you really can't.
Alcohol, fruity drink.
No.
No, Steve.
Sangria.
That was you remembered.
I did.
Aren't you fancy? You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
Love sports? Love culture? Well, I've got a brand new podcast called Take Line from Crooked Media, hosted by me, Jason Concepcion, and two-time WNBA champion Renee Montgomery. From the games to the players to the issues happening both on and off the court, we'll be tackling the important political and social issues happening in sports head on. New episodes drop every Tuesday, so follow and subscribe on radio.com, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.